Uh, uh, Hello chat. Hello there. Hi. Hello everybody. Today is, oh fuck, what day is it? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's my first day of the stream of the weekday. Yeah. Hello. Hi. Yes, I got sleep. Yes, I feel great. Hello everybody. God, I'm so excited. I am so excited for my trip. I'm going to be there in 12 hours. Not 12 hours, 24 hours. In 24 hours, I will be in Cali, kissing my wife, doing things that I can't talk about on stream with her. Um, her thighs are soft. Anyways, actually, most of her is soft. Hello, everybody. Anyways, hi, hello, welcome to the stream. It is a lovely Tuesday. And we have a lot planned for the stream. A lot planned for the stream. But before that, hello, he got me, Snug, QB, Sloth. Who else do we got in this bitch? Kip. Hello to you as well. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you're taking care of yourselves. You got some good sleep. You got something good to eat maybe so far. And maybe something good to drink. My poison of choice is obviously Monster, which I have with me right now. So fun fact, I had 2 monsters this morning. And I didn't have 2 monsters. When I went to bed last night, there were 2 monsters in the fridge. Okay, alright. There's 2 in the fridge. And my roommate, I woke up this morning with the intention of having 1 monster this morning and 1 monster tomorrow morning for my trip, right? Because I'm going to be at the airport at like 6 in the morning. Okay, I'm going to be there super fucking early. So I was like, okay, my intention is drink a monster this morning, and then, you know, that second monster that I have will be tomorrow morning, right? Fantastic. We'll have that many monsters. And then I wake up and my roommate's like, hey, yeah, I bought you like 3 more monsters as well. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do with these. I don't know what to do with these. There's 3 more monsters in the fridge now. What am I supposed to do? Drink like 3 today and then like 2 tomorrow? What the fuck am I doing? What am I supposed to do? Can you take monsters on planes? Monster top, exactly. Can you take monsters on planes though? Can I? I'm not gonna do that. I feel like I'm gonna die if I do that. So much. Oh god, we're gonna have a ton of fun. AX is gonna be amazing, and I'm so ridiculously happy that I managed to get a Doki Bird ticket to her, like a ticket to Doki Bird's karaoke. I cannot even begin to describe how happy I am. It's just like, oh, Doki Bird karaoke. So happy. That's fine with me. I don't care how hot it is. You act like I wear anything but shorts and tank tops year round. Alright. It's just how it be. Actually, QB says. Put them in a beer hat and chug. That actually is a fantastic idea. Hello, Irish, by the way. Welcome in, welcome in. God, I hope so. I can't even begin. Hold on, let me actually have a look real quick. Can you take Monster Energy through TSA airport? Let me see. No, they will immediately execute you and the whole airport will blow up. No, if you want to bring a new monster back home, just don't put it in your hand or in your hand luggage, or buy it after security. Don't get through security, but in tax-free, you could probably buy a can for like $5. Got one for $8 in an airport. Only if it's bought after security. Animals usually not on the passenger compartment. I remember last time I went on the plane, I had a full monster with me, and I had to chug it in like 30 seconds before I got to the front of the security line. It was kind of funny. Goddamn. Okay, so no, I cannot bring those monsters into the airport and through TSA. So unfortunately, those monsters, I might drink like 2 tomorrow morning. I'm not gonna drink. I don't even know if I could do that. Monster is one of those things that I generally drink over the course of like an hour and a half to maybe 2 hours, and like maybe if I start drinking it when I wake up, I can have both, but last time I had to chug like half of the can when I was partially, or when I was just in front of TSA, because like throughout the entire 1-hour drive to the airport and like getting the ticket and like sitting in the line through TSA, I had only drank like half the can. right? I just drink it over time very slowly. It's one of those pleasure drinks, you know? I don't chug that shit. All right, it's not for energy, it's for taste. I like my battery acid. Watching or type that in. Oh god, only rich people can buy airport food. Yeah, kind of. Actually, airport food's fucking expensive. You're there against your will. You really don't have a choice. You're kind of held hostage. When they look at that monster emote. Yeah. No liquid. Slow sippies. Yeah, the sipper. I just take sips. It's just, again, I drink for the taste, and I just drink it slowly. It's battery acid, so, like, it's not something that I want to drink super fast, but it's also something that I just like the taste of. I don't know. Hard to say. But, that's something that's going to happen. I don't know. Maybe I'll manage to fit 2 monsters in tomorrow. I plan to wake up at, like, 6 a.m., and then do, like, my makeup and, like, get ready and do any last minute packing, make sure I have shit on me, you know, all that jazz. And then obviously, you know, like get in the car, take like the 1 hour ride to the airport, you know, sit through TSA for like a half hour, however fucking long it's gonna be. After I get my my ticket from signing in at the little kiosks or whatever. But yeah, I will be out of the state somewhere around like 9 or 10 CST. It'll be great. And I will be in California a few hours later. A questionable amount of hours later. I don't know. I've mainly only taken looks at like the departure and like boarding times or whatever, or the departure time, because it's like, okay, all right, so we're flying out at this time, and like, you know, we gotta fucking, I gotta be here at this time so I can make sure I'm through TSA by this time, and then the boarding starts probably like a half hour later at this time, and it's just this thing. So I'm not really paying attention to like the landing time as much, because it's more important that I get on the goddamn plane rather than like actually what time I'm going to touch down. So, the Dragon of the End is rapidly approaching. I am rapidly approaching your location. Also, thank you for the chug, the sip, the hydrate, Mr. Swirls. I am going to be drinking my monster for it today because I actually don't think I have my water at my desk. Monster time. God damn it, you can't even let me, like, sit back and relax in my just chatting segment? Okay. Alright, I'm sitting up. I will be in Cali tomorrow, though. I'm fucking excited. I'm so fucking excited. Yeah. Exactly that. Wait, is that a Marisa Kirisame emote? That's cute. Toho emotes. Adorable. Should we let the dragon into the airspace? Sir, why isn't the dragon flying on her own? Have you heard of what is it? Unauthorized flight into airspace or something? What the fuck is it? It's flying but not being authorized to. What is what the fuck is the actual like term? Because presumably, especially flying throughout like airspaces or like cities, you probably have to have some sort of authorization. Unidentified flying object is the designation for something like that, yes, but like the term used to describe like the verb of doing so, like the action of doing so, not the individual themselves, but like the action of doing it. Restricted airspace, I mean, again, that's more like a place. I don't know. The action of doing so. There might not be like an actual concrete term, but unauthorized flying, unauthorized. I don't know. Flying controlled airspace. You have an airspace authorization from the FAA to. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Something like that. I'm not really sure if there's actually a proper term for it, like I'm trying to seek out, but like, I don't know. Okay. Alright. So, today on the docket we have a lot of things, especially a lot of things that we would do every week or so, right? So, how do I go and start? So, one thing I've wanted to do for a while, I've wanted to do a Yuri slash Girls Love tier list because I read a ridiculous amount of like Girls Love. Okay, so I wanted to do that. I also want to do a little bit of like video watching maybe on like some interesting topics if anybody has any suggestions. So hey, if you guys have any suggestions for interesting concepts or fun videos of any kind to watch, throw them in the motherfucking Cyan live chat in the Discord, please and thank you. I would like to be able to watch some interesting videos with you guys and discuss some interesting topics in this lovely just chatting segment. Finished Nameless Aster. Oh, no. No, wait, hold on. Is that the one I think it is? 1 second. If it's the one I think it is, then I am so fucking sorry. Yes, that is arguably one of the worst GL I've ever read in my life. I'm so sorry. I hated it with a passion. I think I read the whole thing. I don't remember anything about it other than the fact that it was like the most stupid, pointless Girls Love series I've ever read, and it was irritating as shit. I just thought it was so fucking stupid. Look, I'm sorry, but like, it's what happens when a bunch of idiots can't communicate and are too immature to like discuss things. I don't know, that and it's barely GL, because basically what happens is that like there's that kiss in like the first chapter, right? And then it's basically just them being kind of friendly for like the rest of the series. It's meaningless drama. It's so ugh. I'm sorry. Look, when I think of GL, I don't think of like a kiss happening in the first chapter and like on an asleep person, mind you, and then like nothing else happening for the rest of the manga, and then the entire time they're just acting friendly, kind of, with a bunch of drama thrown in, and at the end they just decide to be friends, and that's it. I'm sorry. It is probably one of my least favorite GL because it took them like 50 chapters to get to that point. It's just like I hate this. This is everything I hate about like pointless filler content in manga. It was all a massive nothing burger, and that's all that I can concretely remember about the manga, was that it was just a bunch of nothing. Okay. Cyan Live. The Cyan Live chat in the Discord would be where you'd want to post any interesting videos or concepts or whatever for us to watch here in a little bit. I and it can be nice. Granted, if I remember correctly, the girls are in like middle school, so I don't necessarily expect them to be super mature about their feelings, but like, goddamn. Maybe if I were to reread it now, I would have a different idea, like a different perspective on it, but I remember it just being one of the worst I've ever read in terms of GL, and I've read a ridiculous amount of GL. Donuts Under a Crust Moon. I feel like I remember that's the one where, they sort of decide they're kind of in love at the end, but like they don't, one of them or both of them experience love in like different ways. One of them not really being like super duper like, you know, like physically attracted, right? Yeah, I remember reading that one a few months back actually, and I actually kind of liked it. It's what is the name for it? Is it Siren? What is the name for Sai something? Fuck. What is it? What is it? Fuck. There's essentially there's, I'm gonna look this up 1 second. Just give me a second. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Advance. Trying to think. So there's like God damn it. There are certain tags used to describe like boys manga, girls manga. So like the shoujo manga. There's boys manga, which is generally like One Piece and like Dragon Ball and that sort of stuff. And there's a thing for that. It's not josei, but it's specifically the manga that refers to, or the term that refers to manga with like more adult-ish themes to it. So like older ideas in general. Seinen, that's the one. Seinen. It's seinen. It was more like a seinen manga sort of deal, is what Donuts was. Seinen. That's it. That's what I was trying to think of. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But it was I like seinen because it generally tends to approach things like relationships and like other concepts in a much more mature fashion, more realistic fashion than you would in like shoujo or whatever the male one is. Again, I don't fucking remember. Shonen and shoujo. Shonen, that's the one. Okay, josei is the female version. Okay, yeah, I didn't. I actually didn't know about that. I don't think I've ever seen josei used as a tag for yuri or girls love seinen. I don't think I've ever seen it. I think I've only seen seinen used as the term. But regardless, I really liked Donuts. It's good. Speaking of manga that felt like they were approaching something in a more mature seinen-ish fashion. What was it called? I Wish I Could Reach You? If I Could Reach You? I think that's what it's called in English. If I Could Reach You, I think is what it is. If I Could Reach You manga. Yeah, that's the one. It's by TMNR. Tatoe Todokanu Ito da Toshite mo. It was I loved that manga. It was a super good manga, okay? Like, ridiculous. Okay, so I've got to say this. My partner just messaged me. She's like, hard E, Lovey. Seinen or seinen. I don't know. Look, I'm saying seinen. All right, one second. 1 second. Don't you get, hold on 1 second. How to say, 1 second.
We are looking at how to pronounce and how to say seinen.
I hate you. Stop it. Get out of my head. Okay, anyways. Shut up. Okay, anyways. If I Could Reach You felt like from the beginning it was approaching the relationship between the individuals more maturely. So for anybody who doesn't know, If I Could Reach You is a really interesting concept of manga about essentially a young girl in high school who realizes she's in love with this girl, right? And this girl happens to be married to her older brother. The woman she's been in love with for a long time and only realizes what it is, and that it's love in the wedding, right? At the wedding between her brother and said woman. Lots of things unfold, but it essentially ends up being a long journey of this high school aged girl coming to grips with the fact and reality that her love will probably never ever come true, right? Dealing with unrequited love as a teen. It feels very, very, very real. Okay, very realistic. A much more mature approach to the idea of having to face the fact that just because you love somebody from the depths of your heart doesn't mean you're going to have them ever, and you probably never will. And it's one of those like crushing things that's a little depressing. What the fuck? Okay. Anyways, it's one of those like crushing reality moments, but it feels so nice to read in manga because it feels realistic. It feels real, right? I love Yuri and I love girls love and I love like the concepts of romance manga generally, but a lot of the time it's not super duper realistic in regards to these things. Like when you have, like the Yuri relationship where, like girl finds out that she doesn't really like dudes and the perfect relationship happens with perfect it doesn't happen like that all the time. And I think I remember that one. Isn't that Living with My Brother's Wife? Isn't that the one where older brother passes away and the now widowed wife takes in the younger sister? Isn't that what that one was? I think I remember that one. Maybe that's a different one though. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I remember that one. That one was really good too. But I loved If I Could Reach You specifically because when I started getting into Yuri manga and found that one, I at the time was going through my own like long-term unrequited love, and it kind of helped me come to grips with the fact that that sort of thing was never going to happen, and it helped me navigate through the feelings and past them, right? But in the last like several chapters of If I Could Reach You, like they turned it around, right? And all of a sudden in like the last 3 chapters, all of these magical things happen in like a rushed frenzy to like make things essentially happen between the main character, the young high school girl, and the woman. Just it just felt like so I was just like, I loved you. You were supposed to be this amazing manga that was, like being realistic about like unrequited love and love in general. And then you turn it around and you do this. What the fuck is this? Right? Oh god, it gave me a fucking headache. It was my favorite girls love manga / Yuri manga until like the last 2 or 3 chapters, and then the epilogue, where suddenly the two are living together as adults and like kind of in love. And it's like, fuck's sake. You could have been you didn't have to turn it around and have a good ending. The point isn't always to have a good ending. The point is to be like good. And you did really good at what you were doing, and then you turned it around and did this. You did this. It was very frustrating. It was very frustrating for me. I actually reread it. I think it was like a year and a half ago. And I wasn't as angry about it because time has passed and it wasn't something that I was bent over about anymore, but like it was still very like upsetting sort of, because it doesn't feel like a very interesting, realistic, or even decent ending. Mostly because I think the manga itself got it got axed, so they had to finish it within just like a couple chapters. You could feel how rushed the last few chapters were. So they can be, and I hate the idea that every manga has to have a happy ending. I think that's dumb as fuck. Okay, right? If you can't accept, having a sad ending sometimes, then like, what are you doing? Not every manga has to have a good ending. Yeah. Yeah. Oh god. I love. Yeah, throw away the suit together. I mean, that one doesn't even have like a bad ending, right? It's very soul crushing throughout the manga, but it's not necessarily a bad ending. It ends up having a sort of, I want to say it's a warm ending, because there's definitely the soul crushing elements where they try their best to make this particular situation work, right? But it doesn't mean they break up, right? It does have a realistic ending. You know what, Rax? That's your fault. You should have stayed home, okay? You didn't have to go outside and touch grass, but here you are. You're here. Alright? Outside the house, you've touched grass, and you're still here with us. Also, hello, Rax. How you doing? Also, Dipshit. Hi, hello. How you doing, Dipshit? We're talking about girls love / Yuri manga. MC living with their sister's crush. I haven't read that one. Or I might have. I don't know. I've read a shit ton of Yuri manga in my time. There's another one that I think ended recently. If it didn't end, I think it did end recently. It was basically about a young girl who falls in love with her sister. And then ends up having to, like, come to grips with that, right? And how that's not going to happen. Which I don't know, some people aren't into that sort of thing. I don't know. It's weird, but from like a story perspective, I think it's fine. But like, her sister's ex falls in love with her and then comes along and, like, takes care of her, while she's, like, in essentially a really bad state. And they end up having, like, feelings and stuff. Yeah, same. I have probably read almost... Yeah, I don't remember the title either. I consume absolutely ridiculous amounts of Yuri. I think I've read probably just about every Yuri/Girls Love manga that I care to, which is most of them. There are some, like, really trashy ones or ones with concepts I don't like. I generally try and stick away from harem ones. I'm not as big of a fan on those. I think harem is kind of weird. I'm not as big of a fan. Even if it's like a Yuri harem, don't really care for it. Let me try and think. There are, like, a couple of exceptions to that, and by a couple I mean one exception to that, and it's by the same person who did Cheerful Amnesia, and I think we've talked about that one on stream recently. I can't decide which one is Love, I think is the title. It's kind of cute. The main character's an idiot. Yeah, that one. Main character's an idiot. We love her though. All of the romancing points are very compelling. I'm pretty sure we know who she's gonna go with, but all of the romance routes are compelling as, like, solo routes, and I'm pretty sure she's going to have to choose one. We'll see. Maybe not. I don't know. All right. We've been talking about tons of Yuri manga, and I love talking about Yuri manga, and I could go about it, like, forever, but let's make a tier list at the same time we're doing that, because that would be more interesting. So, keep in mind, unfortunately, I don't think most of these have, names attached, and I will recognize a massive chunk of them, but I don't think I'm going to be able to recognize all of them from the tiny titles. I will try my best. We'll do a zoom in. So this is for GL. All right. Oh my god, there's some classic ones in here. What the fuck? Hold on. That's crazy. Wait. Oh my god, no, they're... Okay. If this one's in there, it's going to be very interesting. If this is the one I think it is. Time to read all of them on stream. Yeah, let me read out. Dragon of the End reads Yuri manga to you ASMR. Alright. So. Alright, see you later, Glitch. Have a good one. Come back later. Alright, so let me see. Let me go ahead and get this screen ready real quick. Alright. So, this should be good, I hope. Alright, ladies and gents. Let me clear my throat real quick because, damn, dude. Alright, so, Dragon of the End gets sued by Kodansha. Imagine having to, like, describe all of, like, the fight panels of the more fight-oriented Yuri mangas. Okay, alright. So, anywho, let me go ahead and change the title of the stream. Okay. I'm gonna change the title of the stream real quick. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Futari Bea is cute. I think it's a really good mix of like GL and like just standard slice of life. I just think it was funnier with Futari Bea that for the longest time people were like, "There's no way this is actual GL," and then they, it becomes actual GL, and people are still in denial. It's very funny. It's very silly whenever people decide that like cute girls doing cute things cannot be GL/Yuri, when like sometimes it actually just does straight up become. Anyways, it is. All right, so here we go. Yuri/GL tier list. Okay, so I'm gonna start with some of the ones that I can immediately recognize. So first of all, Candy Boy, the manga was pretty fucking like nice, and the anime was kind of cute too. It was pretty good. I want to say it's good, but not up there. It's about oh god. Okay, so these two are both okay. Not bad, but not good. I'm not gonna elaborate on these two other than that the romantic interests are blood related. Okay, I'm sorry. This one goes immediately god tier. Mage and Demon Queen was fucking amazing, and if you have not read Mage and Demon Queen, go read it right now. Mage and Demon Queen was too fucking good. On Azuri, if you look hard enough, yes. Okay, so immediately NTR goes into the we'll put it in horrible, because it's one of those like train wrecks that you read it and it's so fucking terrible, but it's so hard to look away. All right. Naoko Kodama is very good at those kinds of manga, and thankfully they do a lot more better Yuri, because I like their art style. But this one is definitely not anywhere near one of my favorites. All right, this one's fucking fantastic. So what was it? I Can't Defy the Lonely Girl, I believe was what this one was. This one was adorable as fuck. Okay, like it's super duper good, super cute, good plot. I think it's still going as well. Girlfriends is like the sort of I want to say it was like mid 2010s, and it was okay. It's got like that really interesting old GL sort of look, or shoujo art style. It's not bad. It's good, but not up there. It was a good read for its time, and I think it probably might still hold up for anybody on a first time read. I haven't been able to reread it. I'm pretty much, I think there's some manhwas thrown in here too. I'm pretty sure this first one is a manhwa, actually. I feel like I remember the name. Oh, wait, I see another one that goes into God tier. Beauty and the Beast Girl. Probably one of my favorites of all time. What was the name of the mangaka? I don't remember. I've got the physical copy of Beauty and the Beast Girl. Unfortunately, they only released one volume of it in English, which sucks so much ass. So now that you're interested on how they're gonna fuck it up, yeah, that's actually a good way of putting it. But yeah, they only had the first volume out of like what ended up being, I think, is like 5 or 6 Tankobon volumes in Japanese. We only got one of them. I think France actually got more of them. Beauty and the Beast Girl French. I want to say French manga. I want to say that they got more. I think. I don't remember though. Trying to think. I don't know. Neji does really fucking good mangas though, and I wish we got more of Neji stuff over in the US. Their art style's absurdly adorable, and their relationships are always really cute. They also did like, I think it was 1 or 2 18 plus dojin for Beauty and the Beast Girl, and god, they were so fucking good. Holy shit. Love those two. Let me see. I'm trying to look this list. Okay, so Sasameki Koto. Wait, hold on. Wait a second. So this is the manga. Sasameki Koto. There's these two right here. There's the manga and the anime. It's weird that they separated these, actually. So Whispered Words was what it was in English. It was also really good. I think it was like an 07, 08 manga slash anime though. It's around the same time as Candy Boy. Candy Boy was. And I don't think that's a bad thing. But it has that sort of older style of storytelling and just in general. I think it's I'm trying to think about it. It's good. There are some interesting and deep scenes to it, and it's a classic, like a more classic story of another reason I want to learn multiple languages. I used to want to I'm getting sidetracked, but I used to want to learn Japanese, written Japanese, specifically so I could order whatever fucking mangas and light novels I wanted to from Japan and read them in the native language, because there are a lot of, especially like on the older side, um there are a lot of older manga and light novels that never got localized, ever, never got localized, that I just wanted to read, and I still to an extent do, but it's one of those things where I would like to support the art, like the original mangakas and writers, but I, I can buy the physical, versions. I just can't read it, and it's a little sad for me. Oh God, here it is. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. I look down and I see it, and it was this close to perfect, okay? It was this close to perfect. I loved it to death until near the very end. Very sad. Sasameki Koto, the the anime was basically a pretty faithful adaptation of the manga, so I think that's fine. They could probably both go in the same category together. I liked it, but I don't think it was perfect. I think there were some good scenes, and a lot of people don't agree with like some of the scenes being good. There's this one like really emotional scene where so in the bottom right, that's the main love interest. And the main character for the most part is the bottom left here in this image. And bottom left starts putting some distance between herself and bottom right at some point. And bottom right, I wish I could remember their fucking names. But she gets really upset that they can't be together, and realizes her feelings, and basically breaks her arm throwing a tantrum in the process, because she just doesn't, she's having a hard time processing everything, and she breaks her arm, and it's very it's interesting. Anyways, Bloom Into You, Yagakimi, was really fucking good. I don't think it was as great as everybody wants to say. It wasn't perfect, but it's definitely something that I liked. I'm gonna put it in good, but not up there. It's a good example of a really good mainstream manga, and Nakatani did really good in making it, but I feel like it's right next to Citrus in those pretty good, like the category of pretty good manga slash anime that like it's very gay. Also, interesting topic. Yeah, I really love GL, okay? I really love GL. I read a fuck ton of girls' love and Yuri manga, and so I've wanted to do this for a while, and I'm doing it. But Yagakimi is one of those things, again, it's like, it's next to Citrus of this tier of anime that's really good when you get into, like, Yuri and girls' love, but once you start to diversify your taste a little bit and dive more into, like, the not as mainstream, sort of titles, you start to like think it's just more okay, because it's just like, it's really generic when you get down to it, but in all things considered, it's still a good manga. It's still really good. It's just, I don't think I've tried to reread it, and I just can't. I make it like halfway through. I don't know. It's very typical, but not in a bad way. It's good, but not up there. Let me see. Adachi and Shimamura, unviewable. No explanation needed. If you know, you know. This one, goddamn near perfect. God, I'm trying to remember which one this one is. Basically, girl on the right, mistakes girl on the left as a boy, and they start dating. It's like a 10 chapter, girls love slash Yuri, and it's adorable. It's fucking adorable. Let me see, what else can I recognize from in here? This one's kind of funny. Basically, they fight, and yet they're in love, and it's cute. That's all I can really say. It's not bad, not good. It's funny. I'm struggling with this one. So, Cheerful Amnesia is really cute because it's about a couple, right? So, girl up front, essentially, she gets in an accident and she gets amnesia, but they were in a relationship before, and she gets to essentially fall back in love with her girlfriend all over again. And it's just this really cute, like, 70 to 100 chapter manga. I don't remember if it's still ongoing, but it's adorable. Basically, it's just her, like, oh my god, wait, we're together? No way. I don't believe you. We're in love? No way. I don't. It's just like this really cute mix of just like getting to fall back in love with her partner. It's fucking adorable. You know, almost perfected. It's cute. The premise is adorable. The execution is also adorable. It's a bit long, but that's fine. I'm trying to look through all of this now. Futari Bea. Yep, we're gonna go ahead and put that in good but not up there. I like it. It's really good. I haven't finished it because it's hard to go through the whole thing. I don't know why. Okay, this one isn't GL. It is, but it's not GL. So A Tropical Fish Yearns for Snow is it was initially presented as a GL manga, and the first like 15, I want to say it was 15 or 20 chapters, everything points to it being incredibly gay. Okay.